The law enforcement agencies represented behind me are the ones fighting on the front lines to bring peace to our community. We are in some of the most violent times that we have ever seen. In the midst of this, our last two governors have vowed to close state prisons. Governor Newsom announced that he will close the state prison facility in Tracy, California on September 30th, 2021. Why is this relevant to why we are here today? It is relevant because we are lacking bed space to house local criminals who are shooting up our cities and killing our children and each other. His solution to COVID protection and prevention is letting them out of prison with no regard for their victims and the communities they will return to terrorize. So I just said it. Governor, open up the prisons. Do your job. Manage.
Pointing the finger at the state is the absolute right thing to do, because nearly 20% of our jail population is comprised of state inmates that are sentenced, that are ready to go on to state prison. However, the reception centers are closed. They're actually timing out in local custody and being released and never moving on to state prison because they've been there so long.
The court has slowly started here in Fresno to exempt certain crimes from $0 bail. What we just did last week was not only add to the list, which had already been amended earlier, a few weeks earlier, about 6 weeks earlier, we added further $0 bail exemptions, meaning exempted crimes that were not set for $0 bail, but we also were able to request, and that request was granted by the court, to increase the bail amounts for gang and gun crimes. The last 4 or 5 women in this community, and the last 4 or 5 victims in this community that have been killed and shot, innocent women, innocent people caught in gunfire, have been women of color. It is enough. Enough is enough. It's time for it to stop.